Stepping out of the boat. What an interesting way to state something. I'm Colby Vanhooser, I'm 13, and I'm in the 8th grade, and I use that reference from the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verses 20 through 32. It says there that while Jesus' disciples were crossing a lake in a boat, a great storm came. As the disciples were fearing for their life, they saw Jesus walking towards them on the water and cried out, "It's a ghost!" But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I'm here." But Peter, one of his disciples, asked, "If it is really you, Lord, let me come to you, walking on the water." "Come," answered Jesus. Think about that. Peter had to decide at that moment, should he really do this? He doesn't really know what this Jesus looks like, what he talks like, and all he knows is that this guy, standing on water, just asked Peter to come to him. What do you think Peter should do? Should he stay in the boat, staying out of harm's way, or should he take that risk? Peter went over to the side of the boat and walked to Jesus. In the Bible, that story can be dissected a lot. The lake means the chaos of the world, while the boat signifies as your comfort zone. So, by stepping out of the boat, you are stepping out of your comfort zone and into the great and slightly intimidating unknown. I myself have actually stepped out of the boat through the years and have actually been shoved out of the boat by my parents. By playing piano, I have really changed who I would be without it today. I started when I was 5 and was absolutely terrible. I didn't want to do anything with music and nobody could make me. I was afraid to step out of the boat. I was afraid to try those new things, to make those seemingly impossible ideas a reality, to answer my call to action. 8 years later, piano's going well, since I'm performing in rich music and I'm in the band and jazz band playing percussion. Who has done that in some water before? Jumped into a pool yelling, "Cannonball!" I must admit, I hated swimming as a child. I don't even know why I hated it. I must have been a little hermit, in my little crab shell and not wanting to do anything new. I was afraid to step out of the boat, plain and simple. And if I fell out of a boat, I wouldn't be able to save myself, literally, physically and mentally. But by eventually being told, "You're going to swim," by the boat shover outers, and swimming anyways, I love swimming, and I'm totally fine with the whole water situation. Who here has an iPhone? Does the name Steve Jobs strike a bell? Steve Jobs, Apple's CEO and founder, is a prime example of someone that has stepped out of the boat. He was pushed by his parents when he was little, did drugs, and dropped out of college after 1 semester. Now look at what he did. He made and owned a company worth $300 billion. What can you do to step out of the boat? Trying those new things? Volunteering? Doing those things that may seem difficult for yourself to do, not knowing what will happen? I know it may look like you can't do it, but you just have to believe in yourself. One of the great things about volunteering is getting a lot more out of it than what you put in. I've heard people say that they go into volunteering thinking that they're going to change somebody's life today, but come out of it and the life they've changed is their own. All these activities that I've listed can teach you something, help you become more well-rounded, and help you learn how to work with people that may not be exactly like you. If you want to walk on water, you have to step out of the boat. If you want to achieve greatness, you have to be willing to take that risk. If you want the cookie on the top shelf, you have to be willing to climb the cabinet, facing the risks of being caught. So, what do you think? Feel compelled to spontaneously go out and do those things that may not always end well, but have that possibility that it will be great, even incredible, not just for you, but for those around you? How will you answer your call to step out of the boat? Will you step up? Will you step out? Will you walk on water?